So welcome to Challenge the Road. We're in the CTR Vantage. We've got to test this Kw3 suspension, but also we've got to go and find a jump because we want to talk about the back of the car and how that's going. So let's just start with some A stroke sort of B roads. Very, very wet today. Really wet actually. There's been a storm here, there's been so much rain, but there's so much confidence in this car. Obviously I'm just about to go into a hedge, but no, there's lots of confidence because the front end now with this KW is really good. Braking feels nice, there's loads of grip. Did warm up the car a little bit to get up this hill. So right, we've got to talk about KW and what happened. So what happened was I wanted a dynamic damper, and when it arrived, it was the wrong suspension for the car, and it took 6 months of my time mucking around. We fitted it to the car, we couldn't get it to work, we didn't understand why it didn't work, and apparently it was only for sport shift Vantages. So it cost me 6 months of development time, fine. But now I'm on a KW3 without that adaptive damper, and that's not really what I wanted because I'd fitted nitrons to the other car. They were fine, but at low speed it's just a little bit bumpy. But I've got the same problem here. You'll see now the problem is 35 to 50 mile an hour. You'll see it's just a bit bumpy. Now if it's a Sunday car, I don't think that's a major problem for me, but it just doesn't quite settle down. And I've tried every setting, and I mean every setting on this car. I've done so much testing on it. But anyway, when you get going and you get more of a flow, now there's a bit of a bump here which we'll try, so we'll do that 60 mile an hour. Oh, you see, that's the thing. That makes it feel like an electric car. With the electric car, you get that bump at the back like it's like a skateboard. But otherwise, it's been a pleasure to drive. All the mods I've made are fantastic. The engine sounds really good. It can't get any better than that, I'm sorry. That is the best. I've got an STO sitting in the garage and it sounds really good, but this sounds really good too. And this is what, a quarter of the price? Right, so let's head up here. I've got that camera on the back. I'm interested in that because obviously I've been adding bits on, and I know people have been saying, oh, he's adding bits on. Yeah, well I am. Look at a GT3 RS. I'm looking at it thinking they're just adding on bits for aero. That's what they're doing. It's nothing special. It's just you put it in the right place, it channels the air. This car is set. It is absolutely planted, I'm telling you. If you want to come and have a test drive, come and have a test drive. But this is planted. The original car was awful. It was awful. The back felt like a blancmange. It went blah, 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 blah. Now it just goes boom. The front feels great. All the GT4. Someone messaged me going, oh Richard, you made a Frankenstein Aston. No, I haven't. These are all from GT4 race car, pal. You know, it's not Mickey Mouse who developed it. So look, oh my God, what a car it is. Now, the problem is that low ride area. And I know that, I've seen, you know, Sam's video, seen through glass, but I've had so much good feedback. So many people want a CTR Vantage. One, because they're affordable, and two, because they're bloody good. Now, it's just ridiculous. I had a drive yesterday in this and just thought, what a car, what a car. But we've got to fix it, we've got to make it better. And I wanted a dynamic suspension. So we've gone to Intrax, it's on its way, I'm happy. That's why I'm doing lots of videos, because I've had to wait for it. We've had to give them all the weights of the car, weights of the wheels, the new alloys we got, and they've set it for this Aston. Let me just calm it down in here, make it a bit quieter. So this Intrax is coming in with these Apex alloys next week. I've resprayed the Apex alloys in Imola, the Lamborghini Imola colour, which is like a bronze. Should look really stunning because I want my own sort of feel on this. Get the brake calipers maybe in black, some new CTR badging I've got coming too. So I'm just so excited now. I just want this car to be the best it can be, and we're not stopping. It's just an ongoing thing. Just make it better, make it better. So hopefully it's a two-way Intrax. So you've got bump and rebound, and then you've got a magnetic damper. And the damper apparently is the fastest reacting damper there is, 1 millisecond or something. So which is just crazy. So. And if you've ever seen Francois Delacour in the Astons racing around the mountains, that's an Intrax suspension. And that's why I wanted to go for them. And it wasn't cheap. wasn't cheap. But with the CTR, I want to give you all the options. I don't want to just be selling something that, oh yeah, it's okay, it does the job. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing this to create the best driving car. And whatever that takes is what it takes. Like here now, I'm out driving. I need to get to my mum's to have Sunday lunch, but I want to bring you a video today. I want it in the rain, in the wet, in England, driving. How does it feel? You know, it feels fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I think on faster stuff, the Kw3 is absolutely fine. So if you're looking at buying Kw3 and you're in, say, Germany, where the roads are better, or France, I think you're fine. The problem is in England, the B roads and that are horrendous. They're so bad. I'm going to do a video soon on how bad they are, because you go out your house and you're like this. You're go-karting round the potholes, going, oh, there's another pothole, oh, another pothole. I'm seeing videos on YouTube of people where their alloys are just smashed front and back. The council are giving them nothing, you know, and that's why with the alloys I went SM10, the flow form, and then I went for a forged, because I think the flow form might be just a little bit stronger for all these potholes here. Let's just back this off. Let's just go to first. Have a listen to this and let's see the grip level, because it's very wet. Traction's on. I love hitting the limiter in this car. So you go for a Sunday drive. That's just a 60. Fine. Nice speed. Feels great. The steering, when it went to seam through glass, there was a problem with the steering, which when I drove up, I thought it feels really heavy. I don't know what's going on. And anyway, I took it into Aston Sevenoaks. They've done a great job. The steering pump had gone. Steering feels great. It is still quite heavy, but maybe Sam needs to go down the gym, because I don't feel it's a problem, but it is quite a meaty steering, you know. But is the Aston is supposed to be a bit of a meaty car, isn't it? I don't know. Otherwise, seats are fantastic. I think this KW is not a bad suspension at all. If you watch the last video, you know how much time we spent trying to get it right. We can't make it any softer, we can't make it any better than where it is, but it's really for A roads. I think with the B roads, it's just a little bit of a problem. You do have that bump. Driving it the last couple of days, it hasn't sort of overly worried me. I'm just going to turn around here, head back down, but it hasn't overly worried me, because I'm just going out for a drive. If you were going to daily these, and I wouldn't recommend that, I don't think this is a daily sort of car. I think it's an emotional car. You really want to go out for a drive to make you feel happy, you know, and if you can feel happy, then you're the richest person. So let's just go down here and then we'll get a bit of a conclusion. So you've still got lots of grip. Oh, I'm running Continental 7s on this car. I've got every make of tyre. I've got 4S 5s, Kw3s. I've gone through all of them on there. Kw3s mainly for the summer, but I didn't have a problem even in the snow. I didn't really have a problem with them. So down here, you sort of A stroke sort of B road. I feel really comfortable. The seat's fantastic. Not feeling too much of the bumps. Steering feels good. I had some bits done just on the tracking by Tyre Point. They've done a fantastic job as well. Wasn't exactly a long way out, but it's just them little details I want, that I can just feel through the steering, that I want it absolutely bang dead straight. I like a car that I can even just, you know, drive with one hand, or even just here, just really easily, and I don't feel under any pressure. Now let's talk about Porsche, because I've been looking at a lot of Porsches lately. There's so many GT cars for sale, and the reason I done this car was because of Porsche, because the prices were quite high. You know, I'm fortunate to have owned, I don't know, 10, 12 Porsches, wouldn't even know, but I haven't got one in the collection. And I was thinking about that earlier. I really enjoyed the 993. I think that's a real driver's car. I really enjoyed that. And it gave me that basis. Like I said, all these, you know, this is like a demo car. Well, it's really my car. I love it. But with that Porsche 993, it gave me that feeling of where I need to get the Vantage. And I feel I'm really close. And I reckon if this Intrax goes on and it's good, and I put the Apex with the bigger front rims, I'm going to go a 265 tyre on the front. I think it's a J10. So I'm going to have similar grip levels to a GT3, lighter alloy, and then better suspension. And at the moment, that's all I've got left. There's nothing else to do, because styling, you could do what you want. I mean, I'd like to have just an Aston just as it was, with all the bits I've done. So take out like 100 odd kilo, have the suspension and the rims, and just be done. That's what I'm thinking, which is originally what the plan was, because they do look great. But I needed to produce 2 cars. I needed to have one that had all the aero, all the GT8 bits, which is what this has got. I didn't want to put a wing on the back. I just find, not sure, I probably will end up doing it, but I didn't want to put a wing on it. I wanted it to be more of a classic sort of touring look. And this little lip spoiler we got on the back, I'm looking forward to getting the footage actually and seeing it, you know, whether that's reacting with the rain and that, you're seeing that, but that made a huge difference. But again, I've got to get the boot lid made. That's not a finished item. I'm just seeing all the time what's happening with the car, and it's just fantastic. It's the best job in the world. Well, it's not really a job, is it? It's a hobby, I don't know. But yeah, it's fun. If I could be a road tester, I'd just be a road tester all day, all day. Pedals are good, you know, CTR pedals. Right, I'm going to head back and go over to my mum's for a roast dinner. Or should we do one more run? Let's do one more run, shall we? Let's see how much traction we got. So we've got traction control on, non-sport first. Loads of traction. Sounds fantastic. And what I love about this setup is you can have all that noise and then you can have zero. Stereo on, go for a drive, no noise. That's what I wanted. So a lot of the stuff, I've done so much. I'm just obviously just now on this last bit of the journey. Once I get that right, then I can start making green cars, you know, again, bronze wheels, I don't know, different colours, blue. I've been looking at so many different types I want to do. But I'm going to go out, I'm going to buy a 4.7, and then I'm going to change the colour, have all the spec I want in it. And obviously if people want to come on that journey, and that's the thing, it's just a journey. Let's just make a car. I used to love doing that. That was the favourite thing of cars. Just making your own thing, you know. That's nice down there. And that's how controllable this car is. So I hope you enjoy these videos. I've got to head back and see you again soon. Bye.